Last weekend, I went to see the Floyd Mayweather versus Logan Paul fight, and it was the worst experience of my life. That's right, last weekend, I flew down to Miami on Cash App's dime, the beautiful, awesome city of Miami. I don't know if you know a lot about Miami, but it's actually, you know those photos on Twitter that's like, this is what society would be like? That photo is, that's Miami. That's Miami. If you want to know what it would look like if Jschlatt got kicked off the Dream SMP, go to Miami. No. In reality, Florida is just a bunch of old people marinating in the unbearably hot and humid sun, waiting to die. As Ted Nivison puts it, it is God's waiting room. God's just waiting there, waiting to pluck them all out of existence. And yeah, there's Florida for you. And because God gives his silliest battles to his funniest clowns, I got to go see the fight, pretty much ringside. I was very close to it. And this sounds crazy, but I kind of wanted Logan Paul to win. Because on one hand, you get Floyd Mayweather, the best boxer of all time. But if you think about it, if there was ever a time where Floyd Mayweather could lose a fight, this would be it. You know, he's a foot shorter than Logan Paul. The dude's in his 40s. He's got 1 foot in the fucking grave, right? This would be it. Unfortunately, this was not it. I'm gonna talk about the fight in a minute, but honestly, it was so boring that I'd rather do an ad. Today's video is sponsored by Rise of Kingdoms, baby! Rise of Kingdoms is a mobile strategy game that puts you in control of your very own civilization. Enemies are invading, and it's up to you to keep your people safe. Choose from 12 different historical civilizations, recruit hundreds of real generals, train your own soldiers, and save the day. You can upgrade your buildings, train your troops, and research new technologies to kick the ass of anyone who stands in your way. Fight battles whichever way you want with Rise of Kingdoms' advanced combat mechanics. And link up with other players around the world in your alliance to become even stronger. Seriously, you can play this game however you want. One of the clips they wanted me to show was called Attack Enemy City from 10 Sides. You can guess how well that went. And now, take on adventures with the all-new Viking civilization. You can lead legendary Viking hero Ragnar Lothbrok and Bjorn Ironside from the Loire River to conquer the world. You can download Rise of Kingdoms now for free using the link in the description. Then use code ROKVIKINGS to get a bunch of in-game items. Also, be sure to check out the second link in the description to enter into the contest to win one of these iPhone 12s. Thanks again to Rise of Kingdoms for sponsoring today's video, and enjoy, guys. Okay, so Logan Paul enters the ring to fucking show tunes with the Pokemon card around his neck. His fucking Charizard that is worth $100,000 for some fucking reason. I don't know. I'd say Floyd Mayweather read the PSA 10 rating on the card, but he can't read. So the fight started, and Logan Paul, honestly, he won the first round. They stood there for a minute, like feeling each other out, like a middle school couple deciding who's gonna hang up the phone first. And then Logan got some punches in, and the place went fucking crazy. And I thought we were gonna be in for an actually good fight. But no, because Logan Paul lost all his energy after that and decided he would just rather hug Floyd. And honestly, I don't blame him. What'd I do to be in those arms? I want to play Doodle Jump. And Floyd Mayweather did the same thing because that's all Floyd Mayweather ever fucking does when he fights. I've watched many a Floyd Mayweather fight at this point, and that's all he does. He's a defensive fighter. He just lays back and does this and then, you know, tries to get a read on his opponent, but he can't. So, you know, it's a boring fight. For the highest paid entertainer of all time, Floyd Mayweather is not a fucking entertainer. I was so bored during this fight that I started thinking about like video ideas. Like as they were fucking taking hits at each other and missing because Floyd, he just moves. That's all he does the whole fight. As that was happening, I was like, what if I just bought like a soda fountain? Like, what if I just got like a Coke freestyle machine that could just make me any goddamn drink I wanted? That would be fucking sick. But I also found out during the fight that Coke freestyle machines are more expensive than cars. So I will not be buying one of those. Summary of the fight, it fucking sucked. Honestly, I was really just upset about the lack of groping and clutching. You know, like I only came to this fight because I thought that's what Mayweather does. That's all he did. He just grabbed, and I'd imagine like, oh my God, what I'd pay to be just like Logan Paul in that moment, just up real close against his body. You feel the sweat, the tries, the lats. Oh my God, you see the lats on that Floyd guy?
God, what I'd pay to lick the sweat off of those fucking things. Anyways, we're gonna go.
And I can only imagine how boring it was for the people up on the stands that like could barely even see it. And I can only imagine how ripped off everybody felt who paid thousands of dollars to be on the ground level. I'm lucky. I was there for free and I still feel like I got fucked over. I had to sit behind a 60-year-old dude who had white hair. He was gray, right? This guy was almost a pile of dust. And he had this like very clearly underage girl with him that he was hugging and kissing the whole time. And I was like, dude, buddy, the Bitcoin conference is down the road. Like, what are you doing here? It was boring. The fight went the whole 8 rounds. It was an exhibition match, so nobody even won. And then we waited 2 hours in the heat for an Uber. Honestly, I would have rather just I would have rather just gone to SeaWorld, bro. Show me that shamu. Show me that animal abuse. I think what SeaWorld's doing wrong is there's not enough fighting between the animals. You put 2 male beluga whales, you put 2 of those shamu fucks in the same tank, and you show them like like a female beluga whale, they're gonna start fighting, and people are gonna want to watch that. People are gonna want to watch that. What do you think about that, Big Moist?
Oh, I think it'd be great. I mean, they're already pretty...
You think that'd be good?
Yeah, back in like the 90s, they were pretty close to that. They'd like abuse the whales and shit during the performance, so I think just ramp it up and make it like a gladiatorial kind of fight.
Here's the thing. It's not the humans abusing them anymore. They're abusing themselves.
It's instinct.
They're abusing each other. Yeah, exactly. It's like that UFC. It's like the fight we went to.
It's nothing
How's
like
that for a segue, baby?
It's nothing like the fight we went to.
It's like Logan Paul versus Floyd Mayweather in the boxing ring.
No, the whales would fight. The fight we went to was pathetic.
That's true.
I think Logan Paul needs to get in the water with the dolphins and learn a little what more.
Well, look, it was fun. Like, I'm not saying I had a bad time. Like, I'm glad I got to go. But honestly, it kind of speaks volumes about how mainstream YouTube has become to the point where... oh, you got something to say? No, say it. No, say it. No, say it. No, say it, buddy. Say it, buddy. What are you doing? Tell me what you're thinking, bud. Honestly, the fact that a YouTuber can fight the greatest boxer of all time, it's fucking cool, okay? And at the end of the fight, there wasn't even beef. Mayweather was like, yeah, he's not too bad. And then Logan Paul was just like, yeah, this is actually fucking crazy. And when you think about it, it is. This makes me feel like I can do shit now. You know, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna start fucking fighting people. I'm gonna be like Jake Paul and only fight people who aren't boxers. Like, just fight women. It's cool that this stuff is happening. Hopefully the events are a little more entertaining next time. And, hey, at least I got to meet Amaranth.
Oh, you're playing... Oh.
Playing Doodle Jump. Who's winning?
Hey, guys, Editor Schlatt here. Just want to give another shout out to Rise of Kingdoms for sponsoring today's video. Jambo is a big fan of them. He plays the game all the time. Look at him playing it right now. He's playing the game right now.